The rank and rent model, building a website, ranking it, and then renting it is the most perfectly beautiful, broken business model on the internet. And it's broken because it is inherently flawed because you have to wait 6 months. And then you wait 6 months, you don't even know if it's going to work. You don't even know if you're going to get leads. And if you get leads, you don't even know if you're going to be able to sell those leads because you don't know if there's a hungry business owner. And even if there's a hungry business owner, you don't know if they know how to close. So it's like all of these unknowns. But imagine a world in which you can literally go today to a business owner in the area you want to go into that you're thinking about. Let's say Tuscaloosa. I'm going to the Bama game. I'm literally leaving tonight. So I'm going to the Bama Georgia game. Let's use Tuscaloosa. I want to go Tuscaloosa Tree Service, which, by the way, I think that I tried that one at one point, or we have a project there, or maybe we even have a client there. I can't even remember, but let's say Tuscaloosa Tree Service. And instead of waiting 6 months, imagine a way that I could go and I could get a client today in Tuscaloosa that would pay me to build a website and then rent the website for me, but I would own it. It sounds bananas, but it's a real thing. If you go and you start calling business owners in Tuscaloosa, in Montgomery, in Birmingham, in Huntsville, I'm trying to think that I did pretty good there on the names, Mobile, guys, that's not going to hurt me. The more that people are familiar with this model of, me owning the website as a marketer and them just paying for leads, then guess what? When I call in a month or 6 months or a year, they're familiar with the idea. And maybe I just need to be a little bit better at convincing them to use me. It's the opposite of what you think. It's an abundance mindset. So don't think just because you're getting your buddy into it or you're sharing it with somebody, oh my gosh, if he gets into it, I'm like, no, get everybody into it, man. Like that's going to help every single person out here. So have the abundance mindset. It's a real thing. One thing I've noticed in basically any area, life, relationships, gym, you name it. I would even say religion or spirituality is that whenever everyone is doing one thing, it's usually a red flag to me. And it's like, okay, if everyone's doing the same thing, maybe we should question it. Maybe we should ask ourselves, why should we? And I don't know who I heard say this, but it's like, we look at what everyone else is doing, right? And we want to do that. But guess what? Most everyone is not doing well, right? I hate to say broke and be really brash like that, but most everyone's broke and we're following what everyone else is doing. We're in these groups that are teaching you to build a website, rank it, and then go and rent, and everyone's not making money. So why am I doing that? Okay. So I want you guys to be thinking about this. And I know I go against the grain here. I am a 100% believer that this is the only way to do this business model. I don't teach it the other way. I don't believe in it the other way. I know that you can have success the other way, but you got to be very, very patient. Money shouldn't be an issue. You should be okay with some of it. It's a shotgun approach. You build 10 websites, maybe 3 work, 2 work. This strategy is sniper, baby. This is what's that guy's name? It's the sniper strategy, right? One shot, one kill. We decide on Tuscaloosa Tree Service, and we're gonna go and get a deal on Tuscaloosa Tree Service. That's what this strategy is. Okay. I was discussing this is about 2 years ago. I was discussing what I do with one of my colleagues. This person is in the business, and I told him, I'm like, I kind of explained this, and he'd always done the slow method. And he's like, dude, this is genius. It makes total sense. This person been in the game longer than me. And he's like, you know what this sounds like? Because he's a real estate guy too. He said, he's like, this doing the rank and rent method with the traditional way, by the way, I've been on a plane. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But yeah, sorry. He's like doing it the traditional way, building 50 websites, listening to someone that tells you to build 50 websites is like going out, building 50 houses, and then going and inspecting and realizing, oh my gosh, we didn't put in toilets, right? You don't even know, especially those of you that are new. You don't even know what you're supposed to be doing, and you're going to go build 50 out the rip. You're going to go build 10 out the rip. You don't even, what? If you've been in the game and let's say you have 10 deals or 20 deals and you know what a good deal looks like, you know what a good area looks like, you know what a good niche and city looks like, and you've ranked 15, 20 websites, that maybe you have a case to come at me with and say, all right, well, I know exactly what I'm going to build. I have the money to do it. I'm okay with it. Okay, fine. But you've done it enough that you know what the website needs to look like, what the niche needs to be, the H1 tags, the page title, you know everything. You know all of it. You know what a good area is that you're going to actually be able to rank in. So For you, it's different. But for those of you that are new that have 1 deal to 5 deals, or I would say even less than 10K, or you're new, a lot of you guys are just exploring this model. Going and building 10 websites, 15 websites, 20 websites out the rip is literally like building 50 houses and then realizing, dude, we forgot to put in toilets. We forgot to put in, and guess what? It's too late. Because as much as it sounds like, oh, you know, I bought this domain in Tuscaloosa, I'm just going to change it to Birmingham. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Okay. So I want you guys to know, and to be honest, even building one is a waste of time. Imagine building one website and you're going to wait 6 months. What kind of a side hustle is that? Okay. I needed to make money today. I'm going to get into that here in just a minute, but I needed to make money today. I had $60,000 in debt and I didn't have 6 months to wait to see if it was going to work. Okay. Now, I want you to picture that we're in the physical world. Forget about digital real estate. We're just physical real estate investors. If I were to come to you and say, all right, you're a real estate investor, so am I. Not digital, just regular. Imagine this world. Whatever. Let's say your name's Kevin. Let's say your name's Susie. I don't care. Imagine Susie, imagine Kevin, if I could show you a way where instead of having to build a house, you could actually go and I could find somebody that would be willing to sign a lease, okay, that they're going to rent the house for at least 6 months to a year. That's great, which is normal. But also, I'm going to convince them to give you the money to build the property that you own. Not build the property for them to own. They're going to fund the project and they're going to rent it, but they're not going to own it. You're going to own it. It doesn't work like that. Why? Because of the capital. They're never going to put up the money to do that. They can't. Guess what? The internet's different. The internet never sleeps. The internet, it makes the whole playing field equal. And these projects, instead of costing $500,000 to build a house or $250,000 to build a house or $750K to build a house, it costs $80 to build a website. So it's a very realistic, more than realistic scenario, right? That you're going to go and find a renter that's going to agree to rent the website. They're also going to fund the project that you own, and they're going to pay you every single month because you have the skill set and they do not. Okay. So it sounds ridiculous if you talk about it in the physical real estate world, and it is, but in the digital, it works. It's almost hilarious when you think about it that way, but it actually works.